You are not cringe, but you are free. You are cringe and you are free. Let me elaborate. If you are truly cringe, all right, you do not care about social clout. Period. Okay, but there's something beautiful in that. Being truly cringe and not caring about the social clout that you 100% do not have. That's kind of beautiful. Okay, because that says more about you than it does about what society thinks that you should do. Okay, doing something that you enjoy in a non-harmful way, of course. That that's good. Okay, and that's something that everybody really should be doing. All right. Now, I'm not saying self-isolate from society as a whole. It's good to have a community of people that uplift you, right? Um, that's something that you want to do. You want to be uplifted and you want to uplift other people. Don't surround yourself with people that are like, if you do this, you're dumb. If you do that, you're dumb. You should be like, hey, because you do this, that's awesome. I really like that for you. You've got to surround yourself with people who are positive. Okay, positive reinforcement is the best reinforcement. There's no such thing as negative reinforcement. You are not being reinforced. You are being eroded. Okay? So this is why being cringe, I don't think that that's something that should be put down, right? Because there's such an inherent freedom that comes with being cringe. Okay? Now, I'm gonna get into some very base level stuff, um, to me at least, but it's things that people still find cringe. For example, look behind me. This right here, that is a Garfield Miku figurine by U2's. Next to it are some Japanese cars. One of them there is a hatchback Civic. I forget what the one behind it is, but that's what my roommate gave me. This right here is a U2's of the internet cat Uni. And then next to that is a bunch of Shadow the Hedgehog plushies. One of them wearing a Modelo hat. I like Modelo. Now, why would I bring up these things specifically? Okay, these things are all near and dear to me, at least in a couple of ways. Right? Garfield, you know what? I grew up reading Garfield, watching Garfield, you know, just being a casual enjoyer of Garfield, so naturally I have, that type of thing in my house. The Garfield Miku, um, I low key, I just wanted that. I saw a little ad for that. Okay, and I was like, you know what? That's really fucking cool. Cause I like Vocaloid. Okay, I make a little bit of Utaloid on the side. I haven't uploaded anything yet. Still works in progress. I do not know much Japanese, so I'm still learning. So that way, that's something I can kind of get into as a hobby, right? Uni the cat. I like cats. I like kitty cats, right? There are a lot of things you can learn from cats with cats. Hanging out with them, that type of thing. Um, yeah. I just like cats. I have one. His name's Wrench. Shadow the Hedgehog, right? Shadow the Hedgehog. I go out to the gym in a dedicated Shadow the Hedgehog t-shirt. Mm-hmm. Um, Mostly because it's nice. It's like well ventilated and whatnot. It's a little bit too big for me. So that's part of why I wear it to the gym. And I like Shadow the Hedgehog. Right? I play the game a little bit. I've watched those Snap Cube videos. I find that very funny. The one wearing the Modelo hat. back there, I like Modelo. I do like Modelo. If y'all watch my song I just put out called "Got Me Playing Minecraft," I do briefly mention Modelo there. It is kind of expensive for a beer, at least for a popular beer, but it's it's Modelo, bro. Right? There's nothing inherently cringe about being a dude and liking beer. At least in most social constructs. In fact, you are probably more likely to be liked if you drink beer than if you're a man and you drink like Pink Whitney or whatnot. Okay, me personally, I've had Pink Whitney a couple of times. I'm not a huge fan, right? Personally, I'm not a huge fan, but there's some people in the world, there's some dudes in the world that they will never drink it because it's pink or whatever. All right, dudes that drink Pink Whitney, stand with me, bro. All right, there's an inherent freedom to being a Pink Whitney fan. All right, everything I'm mentioning here is very important because I know that there are levels to this shit. There are levels to being cringe, right? And there are levels to the freedom from being cringe. All right, so just this is one of those videos just saying be yourself, bro. There's freedom in being yourself, and you kind of have to be brave to be yourself in a lot of circumstances. But as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not, you know, hurting yourself or being a nuisance, um, just try to be a good person. Enjoy what you enjoy. Don't quit learning about whatever you want to learn about. Okay, and just be a good person, bro. Just be a good person. Be cringe, and yeah, that's really the whole point. Have a nice day, y'all. Spamtonium out.